Hi Jason, how you doing today?
I'm here.
You're good?
I'm here. That's all I can say. I'm just here.
You're here?
Yes.
What's been going on?
So I've been made to come in and talk to you because something happened on the bus, and I might have said something to somebody, and they're just like, "Oh, you can't say that." So they actually said, "We're going to take you to jail." And from jail, they just brought me here.
Do you know what you're charged with?
They didn't explain anything. The government never explains anything. They just don't want me to understand what's going on because they just want to keep me held in captivity.
The government? Do you have anybody specific?
Nope, it's the entire government.
The entire government?
Entire government.
And how long have they been wanting to do this to you?
All my life. They've done this all my life. They're always listening, they're always around, they're always there.
Always there?
Always there. Like, for example, they're in the lights right now. They're listening to everything that we're talking about. So that's the reason why I really can't talk about what happened on the bus, because they're just going to use that against me and then just lock me up again and make me take more meds.
You've been taking medications?
Yes, I take the medication, because if I don't take the medication, government comes and takes me away and puts me into a hospital where they force feed me the medication, and then the lights are always on and they can always hear everything that I'm saying and what I'm thinking and what I'm going to do.
Do you know what they want to do with that information?
They want to use it to take over the world.
To take over the world?
Take over the world, of course. They want to use everything and use everything that everybody knows to use it against them so that they can actually have the world that they want and that they need, and make everybody pretend that they don't know what's going on. So therefore, they're using everybody's thoughts against themselves so that the government can use it to their benefit.
So what can you do in this situation?
What do you mean? What can I do?
Well, you say the government's monitoring everything and that they want to put you in jail.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take your medication, do you have any options? Are you stuck?
No, so when I'm home, I think I'm perfectly fine because I set up my house and my room to actually make it government proof so that nobody can actually hear or see what's going on in there. So when I'm home, I'm perfectly fine.
All right. So one option is that being home, you're safe.
Being home, I'm safe. Being home, I'm safe, my mom's safe, my brother's safe, everybody's safe. And being out in the world, I'm not safe. Nobody's safe.
No. Are you safe here?
No, I told you they are in the lights and they can hear everything that we're saying right now. So no, we're not safe here.
All right, so it's not safe here, it's not safe out in the world. At home, you're safe.
At home, I'm safe in my room that I made government proof.
So if you could have your way, you would just stay home most of the time, all the time?
I would stay home all of the time, but I can't stay home because I'm made to go and see doctors and talk to people and do the things that the government needs me or wants me to do. But I don't want to do those things because they're just using my thoughts and they're trying to use everybody against me, and I just can't deal with that.
So how do you know that they're in the lights? Like, how did you discover that?
Everybody knows that they're in the lights.
It's common knowledge.
It's common knowledge. Everybody knows that.
Do you ever hear things that other people can't hear, or see things other people can't see?
No, of course. Everybody hears the lights talking to you. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, everybody hears it. Sometimes it's a whisper for some people, sometimes it's a yell. And if you want to not pay attention to what the lights are saying to you, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but everybody can hear it.
Everybody can hear it?
Everybody can.
What's it sound like to you?
It just sounds like a robot talking. It sounds like, we need to know this information. We need to... What are you doing?
Oh, just making some notes. Just making some
We're...
progress notes. Does it worry you?
Yes. Where are your notes going to go?
They get, well, this chart will get locked in the chart room down the hall.
Who has access to the chart room?
mostly everybody that works here.
Can I get a copy of your notes after you're done?
Does it worry you that there's notes?
Yes, because I might trust you, and I don't know if I do yet, but I don't trust the other people who work here because I don't know if they're working for the government, which they probably are working for the government. So they could actually have access to all of my notes and the things that you're writing down, which I don't know what they are because you're not going to give me a copy of it yet. And I just don't trust that they can actually get that information, and because they're going to use it to their advantage, and they're going to give it to the government, which I can't have that happen. So could you please not take notes?
I can not take notes. What kind of information and notes are you worried that the government's going to get?
Well, because I made my room at home government proof, I think they're going to try to steal that technology that I actually created so that they can then disrupt my room and then everybody else's rooms who are just like mine, so that they can then use their mind control to then control me to do the things that they want me to do.
So without the protection that your house offers, they could control your mind?
Correct. Without my room and without the technology and the systems and the things that I created, then the government will be able to control everything that I do.
All right. So, can you tell me about your mood through all this? So this sounds really stressful. You're describing an environment where the government's frequently looking at what you're doing. What are the feelings there? You feel sad or angry?
I feel fine.
You feel fine?
I feel fine. I don't really have, I feel fine. I don't feel happy, I don't feel sad, I'm just here.
Kind of resigned that the government's going to do this?
Well, the government's going to do what they're going to do anyway, so it doesn't matter if I'm happy, sad, pissed off, angry, any of that. The government's going to make me do what they want me to do anyway, so it doesn't matter how I feel.
Are you worried that something is going to happen that's similar to what happened on the bus?
No, because I've learned my lesson to not say those things out loud and to talk about what the government's doing, because I can't actually inform anybody else because nobody's listening to me, because they're already controlled by the government because they don't have a room like I do at home.
So you'll avoid that in the future because it didn't really work.
Yes.
You weren't able to help them understand what's going on.
Well, if people don't understand what's going on, then that's their fault, and that's their problem. They should have listened to me. And I could have actually gave them the technology that they needed to actually create the room so that the government can't hear them.
But they weren't open to that idea?
No.
Quite the opposite.
It's completely the opposite.
How are your family relationships? How's that going?
They're okay.
Yeah.
I live with my mom. She does what she's supposed to. She doesn't go in my room because she knows that if she goes into the room, it's going to mess up the technology, so she stays out.
So you get along through okay?
We're fine.
Yeah. Anybody else you have contact with? Friends, family?
No, just I talk to people all the time, but they're just in my head. We have conversations all the time about how we can actually make the world a better place, and then how we can actually go through and then destroy the government. But yeah, I just talk to them in my head.
All right, Jason. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're under stress. I'm glad to hear you feel like your mood's okay, like you're not down or anxious or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Answering these questions for me, this has been helpful, and I'm going to recommend you continue to see a counselor here, if that's okay. I realize you're court ordered.
Can this counselor be you?
It could be me.
Okay.
Would that make you feel more comfortable?
That would make me feel much better.
All right. Well then, I'll put on the schedule. We'll set a time up front where I'll see you, let's say in 3 days. That works?
3 days works.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.